If you're not in the Discord, you're missing out. The live streams are literally printing. Join today and stop selling crush.
YouTube faithful, what's going on? It's Winning Wednesday, and today we have early MLB lineups and slate to discuss. We also have some WNBA games, 3 I think. Yesterday was a mixed bag of tricks. The tacos on PrizePicks for Sabrina and Paul Skeens unfortunately sold, but here's the sad reality. Paul Skeens should have had 6 strikeouts and the umpire said no. He denied him not once, but twice. Otherwise, he goes green, and your night, comment guy, is probably drastically different. Okay? It's unfortunate that we're still relying on umpires in 2025, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys can find a way to get some W's today. I myself was able to dig out of the trench after those tacos sold and find some big W's. Monday through Friday, in addition to this channel, I go on a live stream in my Discord at 5:30 Central Time, and I cook and answer questions and do everything else. And the late night hammer to get everybody even was Ohtani, which I told you guys yesterday on this channel was the anchor. He's on a generational run, and I was never getting off of him, and we're going to be going right back to the well today. But him and Manny Machado, we're going to be the guys to get you right. And here is the 5-man lineup live stream slip that I crafted. Freddie Freeman, Machado, Ohtani, and Nolan Schanuel. Unfortunately, I took the Sabrina boost on ParlayPlay, and as you can see, she absolutely sold. This was a goblin. This was a 14x slip that literally was victorious. All I had to do was leave out the WNBA, and I would be printing. But if you flexed it, you made coin. I didn't. It is what it is. But the story has a happy ending because I did nuke Yarny and Manny Machado. I told you guys right here under the captain slip tab, Manny Machado and Ohtani, and the 2-man is Manny Ohtani. Just in case you didn't make it to the live stream, I literally gave you guys the flyers, Freeman, Schanuel, and Carroll. Carroll sold. We pivoted to Marte. But these were the 2 hitters I felt most confident in. I also had Peralta and Ohtani. I told you guys Ohtani would make or break my night. And I'm showing you this to let you know sometimes the list will chalk, sometimes the YouTube will be bad, but one of the 3 is going to bang. And the live stream yesterday, bang. If you followed the Ohtani callouts, you and Manny, you had to have made coin because at least Robbie Ray came through, as you can see here. So today we have a new slate, so let's move on from that, and hopefully we can find a way into the W column today. There's a couple pitchers on here that are elite, a couple pitchers on here that are absolute trash. This video is going to talk about Logan Gilbert, who's facing the Orioles at 5:35 p.m. That way everybody has a chance to see it. We're going to talk about Shohei Ohtani again, but not his strikeouts, because I'm probably not going to take his strikeouts, although you could take over 4.5 Ks, but the Angels have been shelling everybody. I don't want to take pitchers. I'm just going to take hitters from that game. And I'm going right back to Ohtani, man. I'm telling you guys right now, we'll run his projections, but I'm going right back to him. But for this video purpose, we're going to talk about Gilbert, Pivetta, and Brandon Woodruff. Brandon Woodruff starts early, so hopefully you get this there. 7 Ks versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. I told you guys Freddie Peralta over 5.5 Ks. It was pretty much sweat-free. Now, Brandon Woodruff, the only problem with him is that he could get pulled early, and everybody has to come to grips with that. Number 2, if you follow the trends and the way things are going, great pitchers, the stud pitchers, have been getting absolutely shelled. Doesn't matter who they are. And also, the third thing, the trifecta, Woodruff is due serious regression. 8, 8, 6, 5, 10. But look, he got 8 versus the Mets. So I'm telling you that 6 is well within his range and wheelhouse for the Pirates. We're going to go over to my pitcher simulation model. We are going to run Brandon Woodruff. You can see the Pirates are striking out a little bit more than the league average and getting a little bit less hits. All of his Vegas odds are here for you. You can see it right here in one neat place. I have his last 5, his last 10 with the trend side. There's no head-to-head data. Look at his last 10. 8, 8, 6, 5, 10, 8. His ceiling is pretty much 7 today. 7 or 8. And then his line is at 6.5, but I'm going to run it at 5.5. And what I do when I click this button, 10,000 simulations of a sample size are going to be ran instantly. And you can see he simulates to go crazy. 8 Ks, 2.8 hits, meaning he's not giving up a lot of hits, only 1 walk, and 17 pitching outs. Now, how this works is it's running it 10,000 times. So out of 10,000 times, he went over 5.5 Ks 80% of the time. 1.5 earned runs, 56% of the time. Hits allowed, only 30%. And the walks, he got 2 walks 9% of the time. So this is the recommendations. You take more on the Ks, more on the earned runs, less on the hits allowed, less on the walks. And that would literally be how it is. You don't need to go to any other data site and look, because you can see his last 10, his floor and ceiling right here. And this is going to give you the simulation. But I do take it one step further and I post a base model projection for you that isn't done by simulations. And you can see here in the base model, he's projected for 6.99 Ks, roughly 7. So they're in harmony. So what's that mean? He's getting the nod, man. It's that simple. And all these are posted for WNBA and MLB, NBA, NFL in my Discord 7 days a week. The simulation model agrees. The base model agrees. He's going in the mix. Now, if you want to take him at 5.5 or 6.5, that's your prerogative. If we run it at 6.5, you can see he goes over 70% of the time. If you run it at 7, which is his true line, it's only 57% of the time. Okay? So a big difference, which is why I went towards the Goblin at 5.5, but I think you could take it at 6.5 too if you wanted to. That's fine. So that's the first person I wanted to talk about, Mr. Woodruff. Hopefully you catch this video before he tees off. Next, we're going to go look at Mr. Nick Pivetta, who's absolutely due a master class. Facing the Giants. You see the head-to-head data. He only had 5 Ks, 5 earned runs, 6 hits, but he pitched 18 outs. He got shelled. Last 10, 3, 5, 4, 5, 8, 7, 6, 10, 3. He's fell off. But look, he's getting his pitching outs, man. 18, 19, 21, 18. So I'm going to give you 2 schools of thought on this one. And yesterday, for what it's worth, I had Robbie Ray under fantasy, and it was sweat-free, and Carlos Rodon over fantasy, and that was sweat-free. Nobody saw that coming, but the model helped me get there. Now, we'll take Nick Pivetta. We'll run it 10,000 times. Bang! 6.9, 2 runs, 3.6 hits, 1.5 walks, and 17 pitching outs. He's going over 5.5 Ks 66% of the time, y'all. That's good. That's good enough for me. That means 34% of the time he didn't get there, but 66% of the time he did, so we're going to go with it. Now you have 2 different schools of thought here on Mr. Pivetta. You could take his fantasy score because he's been eating innings. Look at this. He just got shelled by Boston, but at Cardinals he did good. He did good versus the Nats. He did good versus Philly. He has it in him. I think you could take his pitching outs Goblin, because even when he gets shelled, they let him go deep. This right here pays 2x, which is crazy. So this isn't a true Goblin. That's number 1. Number 2, 5.5 Ks is in the mix. The last 5 Kings are going to see this and take under. I think that's a mistake. I see this and I think, wow, he hasn't touched his ceiling in a while. He's due a ceiling game. What a better spot. The Padres have turned it up. They've been giving run support. I think his fantasy score, his Goblin, his Ks, it's all in the mix. Now, unfortunately, the books don't agree because this is pretty much 50-50 odds on the over or the under. If you want to take the conservative approach, you could take it down to 4.5 Ks, but look, that's only going to give you 1.6. Or you could take the Goblin for 2x on the pitching outs, or you could do the opposite. If you think he's going to get shelled, you could take his 1.5 earned runs. We can change the line to 1.5, and it's 57% to go over. See, I made it so you guys can adjust these lines to whatever you want. You can find the Goblins and Demons just by doing this, guys. That is why I built this in here, so you can adjust and see what you want. Put his line all the way up to 7.5. His Demon, he goes over 38% of the time, and he doesn't have a Demon 7.5. He has a 6.5 Demon. I don't recommend taking it, but that's my thoughts on Nick Pivetta today. That's another early game. Listen to me carefully. Don't have significant exposure to either of these guys. Those are the early game window players that I wanted to talk about. Never overexpose yourself. Pause. In the early MLB games, because they just tend to sell way more often. Think about it. The earlier you're producing athletic during the day, you're probably going to be not as optimal. Same thing with these guys. Just take the later games and move on. That's my analysis on Woodruff and Nick Pivetta. In fact, right here on this channel stream, I will do this right here for a little 2x. 20 to win 40. My Starbucks money for the day. I already have his Ks at 5.5 in another lineup, but I did want to get this in before it does lock. Come on, PrizePicks. What are you doing? Well, for some reason, it's not letting me put the lineup in. I'll do it on my phone. Finally, it went through. Okay, so we're good. So that's my Starbucks money. If it hits, as you can see, I only put 20. I'm not overexposing myself to that at all. We're moving on, okay? Late game pitchers, which most of you are going to see this for that time. We got to talk about Logan Gilbert, okay? I think Logan Gilbert can get 8 Ks today. I really do. But here's my problem with Logan Gilbert. He has that in him, but he's just been selling so much lately. He's been coming into the 4th, 5th inning and falling apart. I do believe he's getting 6 today. I even think you could go run it up all the way up to 6.5 if you wanted to. The data supports me, my base model and my simulation model, which I'll show you. But a thing with Logan Gilbert, go to the MLB live tab and you can see his pitcher strikeouts first 2 innings. He can get 3 in the first 2 innings. He does it religiously. Is it going to be sweaty? Sure. But he definitely has this in him. And then you can get his high upside without having to worry about him clearing 8 and still get a full payout. So I did take a shot on this. It's going to be your call. Obviously, it's more volatile to take the early MLB live first inning as it is opposed to taking the full game, obviously. A lot can go wrong in those first 2 innings, but you definitely have to have exposure to either one of these. I would choose one. You could take both like I did. That's up to you. We will run him here on Crushed Bats. You see all his lines are up here, nice and neat for you. The matchup, 8.9, 2.36. Head-to-head, 16. This was from 2024. We don't care. Look at his last 10. 6, 7, 7, 10, 9, 5, 7, 7, 6, 10. His floor right now, I would say, is 4 to 5. Okay, it's actually 5. And his ceiling is literally 8. And you're asking for him to get 8 if you take his full line, which means you need his ceiling. I'm not interested. I'm going to take him down here at 5.5, run it, and it's going to go 75% of the time he's getting 6 strikeouts. You could also look at his earned runs 65% of the time, okay? You can see the recommendations. You take more on the Ks, more on the earned runs, less on the hits, and avoid the walks altogether. Now, if you boost this all the way up to 7, it's only a 50-50. That's not good. Now, my normal rule is if it's a 50-50 like this, I fade it on their normal line. I don't look to get a goblin. But because it's Logan Gilbert, and I know that he's capable, I'm going to break that rule, and that is why I'm taking him at 5.5. But look also, if you remove the Vegas boost, it drops all the way to 45%. But if you run it at 6.5, it's 63%. It's still a bigger chance that he goes over than he does under, so you can put it in the mix. It's that simple, guys. I created the tools for you guys to use each and every day. Use these tools. It makes this so much more simple, and I promise you, if you follow the data, you will be a long-term winner, period. Every lineup I make, every play I give is data-driven. And you saw those winning slips. You saw I'm not messing around. I'm putting in the nukes. You can join and be a part of the team. The price goes up for NFL season to $34.99 to offset the server costs, but if you're in before then, you're grandfathered in at $25 a month for life. All you have to do is sign up now, get in the mix. Access to the live streams at 5:30 Central, my daily prop list, my slip tab, my Discord chat, and my data models. The base, the web apps that work on your phone. People in the comments were asking, does it work on your phone? Absolutely. Crushbats.com, Crushonomics.com. It works on your phone. It's optimized for your phone. You can get 30 days free if you sign up with ParlayPlay, Sleeper, or Underdog. Send me the email and I will send you a 30-day free trial, okay? Click join now and get in the mix. Yesterday, the tacos sold, but we got bailed out because I was on a live stream for 2 to 3 hours digging out diamonds out of the cave, and we got the get back. Okay, I showed you. If you didn't see it, I'll show you again, comment guy. It's not a game we're running here. Okay, I put my money where my mouth is. You can see it right here. The get back was complete. Robbie Ray, Manny Machado, and O'Yarny. Simple. You see the guys in the winning slips tab, they say, look, it's always crushed. They're right. That's how it is. The early window chalked, just like he says, David, chalked early game slips, but live stream came in clutch. My first week in this chat and I'm already up a band. If that's not a promo for you, comment guy, I don't know what is. And I don't even know David. He hasn't introduced himself to me. Let's see when he joined live in real time. He joined on August 5th and he's already buying into the doctrine of crush. Get in the mix. And no, I don't tell those guys what to post. They just do it because they're paying the toll. They're knowing their role. It's time for you to do the same. $25 is nothing in 2025. You've spent worse, let's be honest. So treat yourself, get in the mix. You're going to love my NFL content. I promise you, some of the best NFL content in the game. I'm not one of these Twitter cappers or garbage guys. No, I deliver the content and I teach you what's up. So let's continue our cook. We talked about Gilbert. We talked about Pivetta. We talked about Mr. Woodruff and the freaking Brewers who shelled the Pirates. Now, there's a couple other guys on here. I'm not going to go into detail, but like Joe Ryan, Hunter Brown, Kyle Hendricks, the Gas Man, Yuri Perez. I mean, there's so many options today. Bomb Gom, as Logic would say, is on the slate today. My goodness, Gomber's had a crazy year compared to what he used to, right? Absolute insanity. So we have our pitchers locked down: Woodruff, Pivetta, Gilbert. Now we need to talk about hitters. And you already know we're going to crush bats hitters. Why wouldn't we? I mean, look at this beautiful interface, guys, this front end. And it's even better on your mobile device. I mean, I cooked. I'm afraid to say, I'm afraid that I cooked. Okay? Simple. This is worth $25 a month by itself. It's worth $50 a month by itself. If you're not convinced, if someone has the screenshot of Manny Machado's predictions yesterday, please send it to me in the Discord so I can use it for a YouTube short. He was one of the highest projected guys yesterday to go over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, and he soared. That is why he was nuked. Now we're going to look up Ohtani versus Hendricks. You can see it has all the data right here, the weather, everything. You click that, it'll load the team. It'll tell you the wind direction, where it's going, if there's a carry boost. There is a dark mode too for those of you that don't like the light screens. Where's Mr. Yarny? Here he is right here. Left-handed, I got his hard hit at 29%, his slug at 0.53, WOBA 0.4, barrel at 3%, and 2.84 overall average. Click a button, predict his performance, and it's done. 1.46 hits, 95% confidence. 0.9 runs, 60% confidence. 0.86 RBIs, 80% confidence. This is what we are interested in. You want to find high hits with high confidence. This is the projection. This is how confident the model is in this actually happening. You want to find high confidence, high hits. Period. Then you have the home run equity, the strikeout equity, everything else, and the key metrics from this game. Lefty on righty. Kyle Hendricks has a high ERA, and then the key performance factors. Elite expected performance, high pitcher ERA, high pitcher whip. The weather is in our favor. We are in the mix on Ohtani. But analytics aside, comment guy, he's on a generational run. A generational run, man. That's it. He's on a generational run. I don't know what else to tell you. If you're not bought in on him, get bought in. If he sells you, he sells you, but he still has so much equity. 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs, his fantasy score as well. Both of them are in the mix. Okay, period. And if you want to be a crazy SOB and take his strikeouts today, I wouldn't begrudge you a bit. Am I going to? No, I'm just going to hope he hits, but I wouldn't begrudge you a bit. And old parlay play has Logan Gilbert as a 5.5 boost, so you already know this is the 2x nuke right here. It's done. 250 to win, 562. It's done. If listen to me carefully, comment guy. If Yarny sells, he sells. That's it. He's cashed me 6 days straight on his full lines. 6. I'm up significant coin on the man. If he sells me, I won't begrudge him a bit. It is what it is, but don't tail, please. Don't put your dark cloud on my lineup. But if you do, use code CRUSH. You'll get 30 days free. I'll send you it. I sent out 4 of them today. I send them out every day. I got a backlog of emails, but send me the screenshot and I got you. It's code CRUSH, 30 days free. Plus they match your deposit. Get in how you fit in, comment guy. Yarny all the way to the moon. And now we also have a Tatis boost. We also have Sanchez, the gas man, Mookie. I mean, dude, that Angels-Dodgers game yesterday, I told y'all it was going to feed, and I'm telling you again, it's probably going to feed again. Merrill Kelly pitching for his former team today. Do I want to target any of the Diamondbacks today? I might go right back to Corbin Carroll after he just went 0 for 5. His 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Look at this image they have for him. Gosh, they make him look like such a dork. He looks like Crush. Let's go take a look at old Corbin. The beauty of this is, guys, is that once you have access to this, you can go through here and you can find the hitters. I have people in my Discord doing it every single day and printing. That is why I built this, so Crush doesn't have to literally hold your hand. Look, it gives you the weather. Shower and thunderstorms likely. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. I mean, guys, it's just a beautiful thing. I'm so proud of it. Gives you the way the wind is going to go so you can see the direction of the ball. But who are we looking at? Corbin, lefty. Let's go, Corbin. Project something sweet. Woo! Nerebele! 1.2 hits, 90% confidence. I mean, it's not as great as I thought it was going to be, but this is a lefty on righty. It's team versus team. But this is the thing, guys. If you take Corbin today, it's because you're playing the narrative that he's not going to go 0 for 10. He went 0 for 5 yesterday with a 4.4% barrel rate and 57% hard hit rate. We project 0.15 home runs. This represents the probability of achieving optimal launch angle and exit velocity. You can see it's plus 326% higher than his average. Same thing with his hits projection, 21% higher than his average. You can go back to him. It's a narrative play. Now, what I normally do, actually, it's what I always do, is I cover these hitters on my live stream because that is where I have the time to go through, answer questions, people assist. They'll be like, Cap, look at this guy, look at that guy. We run it, and then we go from there. But I'm telling you, Ohtani's in the mix, period. Corbin Carroll's in the mix. Everybody's been riding the Joey Ortiz train. I'll predict his performance. It's not going to be good because I already know. Look, 0.91 hits, 65% chance. 0.46 runs, 69% chance. 0.46 RBIs, 80% chance. He does have a little bit of good home run equity, but it's righty on righty, but he's just been hitting out of his mind. If you want to ride the train on him until he's forced off or until you're forced off, you can. Am I taking him today? Probably not. I'm probably not. Ohtani is a different animal. He breaks all those rules. I'll give y'all one more. Kyle Schwarber, he has a high home run equity, 0.31. Decent chance to get a hit, 1.2 at 90%. His runs, it's possible. His RBIs is very likely. So I think you could be looking at Schwarber. The Phillies, they didn't show up. You absolutely could go right back to them. Any of them that sold, I wouldn't begrudge you a bit. But now let's take a look at the W, and then we're going to get out of here. All right, WNBA time. What do we got? Well, we got the wagon, fam. Listen, I hate the matchup, but Sonya has just been a freaking wagon, and if you want to take her again today at 28, Captain Crush is not going to begrudge you a bit. Go ahead, comment guy. I mean, the last 5 Kings are going to look at this and they're going to go nuts. They're going to nuke Jones. They're going to nuke Gray. They're going to nuke Sonya. And then when regression hits, they're going to hate life. Okay, that is a last 5 Kings favorite thing. And then they're going to go right over here to the deposit button and lose some more coin the next day. You got to love the last 5 King. But for me, for now, for this video, Sonya's the only one I would mess with because she's actually respecting coin on a ridiculous basis. The WNBA model is posted up in the Discord for you, those of you that do want to get in the mix on that. And then I'm probably going to take Tina Charles today. Her PRA, probably. That's probably where I'm going to be going. Her PRA or her points. Chicago's banned until Angel Reese comes back. I'm so tired of them. Banned. Out of the mix completely. So that's that, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to sign up. CaptainCrush.net. You'll get both of those models. When you do sign up, members sign up every single day. Please go to the server rules tab and make sure you watch those videos. It explains the Dub Club, the Discord, all of it. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.